Rule 1: be proactive. Being proactive is the cornerstone of personal effectiveness. In a world filled with distractions and challenges, the ability to take initiative and responsibility is more crucial than ever. When Stephen Covey emphasized this principle in his work, he was highlighting a fundamental truth: our responses to life's events ultimately shape our outcomes. To truly understand what it means to be proactive, it's essential to explore its components, benefits, and practical applications. To be proactive means recognizing that we are the architects of our own lives. It involves taking responsibility for our actions and the consequences that arise from them. Unlike reactive individuals, who often respond to circumstances based on external influences or emotions, proactive individuals focus on what they can control. This mindset shifts the locus of control from external circumstances to internal choices. Covey described two types of people: proactive and reactive. Reactive people tend to blame their circumstances, upbringing, or other external factors for their situations. They often feel like victims, believing they have little power over their lives. In contrast, proactive individuals understand that while they cannot control every situation, they can control their responses. This proactive stance empowers them to take meaningful steps toward their goals. At the heart of proactivity lies the power of choice. Each day presents us with countless decisions, from the mundane to the significant. Proactive individuals recognize that even in challenging situations, they have the ability to choose how to respond. This recognition leads to a more empowered and fulfilling life. For instance, consider a professional facing a setback, such as being passed over for a promotion. A reactive response might involve feelings of resentment or frustration, leading to a decline in performance or even disengagement. A proactive approach, however, focuses on the lessons to be learned from the experience. It might involve seeking feedback, improving skills, or exploring new opportunities. This choice not only fosters personal growth, but also positions the individual for future success. Developing a proactive mindset requires intentional effort and self-reflection. One effective step is to cultivate self-awareness. Start by examining your thought patterns. Are you often blaming others or circumstances for your challenges? Reflecting on your mindset is the first step toward change. Journaling can help you identify reactive tendencies and shift your perspective. Another practical strategy is to focus on your circle of influence. Covey introduces the concept of the circle of influence and the circle of concern. The circle of concern encompasses everything that worries you, while the circle of influence includes those things you can actively change. Proactive individuals spend their energy on their circle of influence, addressing what they can control instead of fretting over uncontrollable factors. This shift in focus allows them to channel their efforts into meaningful action. Setting clear goals is another vital aspect of proactivity. Having defined goals provides direction and purpose. Proactive individuals set both short-term and long-term objectives and regularly assess their progress. This clarity enables them to prioritize actions that align with their aspirations, making it easier to maintain a proactive approach. Practicing positive self-talk can also play a crucial role in fostering proactivity. The language we use with ourselves matters significantly. By replacing negative self-talk with affirmations that reinforce your ability to affect change, you empower yourself. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try reframing it to, "I will find a way to make this happen." This small shift in language can lead to significant changes in mindset and behavior. Embracing challenges as opportunities is another key element of a proactive mindset. Rather than viewing obstacles as setbacks, proactive individuals see them as chances to grow and learn. This shift in perspective encourages resilience and fosters a proactive mindset. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? This inquiry not only promotes personal growth, but also transforms difficulties into stepping stones for future success. Embracing proactivity has far-reaching benefits, both personally and professionally. Enhanced problem-solving skills are one notable advantage. Proactive individuals often approach challenges with a solutions-oriented mindset, making them better equipped to navigate difficulties. This adaptability allows them to think critically and creatively, ultimately leading to more effective outcomes. Improved relationships also stem from a proactive approach. By taking responsibility for their actions and choices, proactive people foster trust and respect in their relationships. They communicate openly, leading to more honest and productive interactions. This transparency creates an environment where collaboration thrives, ultimately benefiting both personal and professional relationships. Another significant benefit is increased resilience. Life is filled with setbacks, but a proactive mindset equips individuals with the resilience to bounce back. They view failures as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, allowing them to keep moving forward. This resilience not only enhances personal well-being, but also contributes to a more positive and proactive environment for those around them. Ultimately, being proactive leads to greater success in achieving goals. By focusing on what they can control and taking consistent action, proactive individuals are more likely to realize their aspirations. Their ability to anticipate challenges and plan accordingly positions them for long-term success. To embody the principle of being proactive is to embrace the power of choice, responsibility, and accountability. It is about taking charge of our lives and steering our futures in the direction we desire. As we navigate life's complexities, let us commit to this foundational rule of success. In the words of Stephen Covey, I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. By choosing to be proactive, we unlock our potential, empower ourselves, and create a life defined not by external forces but by our deliberate choices and actions. This commitment to proactivity can transform not only our lives but also inspire those around us to take control and shape their own destinies. Rule 2: begin with the end in mind. Beginning with the end in mind is a powerful principle that emphasizes the importance of vision and purpose in our lives. When Stephen Covey introduced this concept, he invited us to consider our ultimate goals before embarking on any journey. By envisioning the desired outcome, we can make intentional choices that align with our aspirations. This principle is not just about setting goals, it's about crafting a meaningful life guided by clear intentions. To truly grasp the significance of beginning with the end in mind, we need to explore what it means to have a clear vision. A vision serves as a guiding light, helping us navigate through the complexities of daily life. Without a clear sense of purpose, we may find ourselves drifting aimlessly, reacting to external circumstances rather than actively shaping our futures. Having a well-defined vision allows us to set priorities, allocate our time and resources effectively, and measure our progress. When we talk about beginning with the end in mind, we often think about personal goals, such as career aspirations, financial objectives, or personal development milestones. However, this principle extends beyond mere personal achievements. It also encompasses our values, relationships, and contributions to the world. By visualizing the kind of person we want to be, the relationships we want to nurture, and the legacy we want to leave behind, we create a comprehensive blueprint for our lives. To start this process, self-reflection is essential. Take the time to ask yourself some profound questions. What do I truly want to accomplish in my life? What values are most important to me? How do I want to be remembered? This introspection helps clarify your vision and brings you closer to understanding what truly matters. Writing down your thoughts can be incredibly beneficial. It helps solidify your vision and serves as a reference point for future decisions. Once you have a clearer vision, the next step is to create specific goals that align with it. Goals act as stepping stones toward the broader vision you have established. For instance, if your vision involves being a compassionate leader, your goals might include developing specific leadership skills, seeking mentorship opportunities, or volunteering in your community. By breaking down your vision into actionable steps, you can maintain focus and track your progress. It's also important to remember that your vision should be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances can change. As you pursue your goals, you may encounter new opportunities or challenges that require you to adjust your plans. Embracing this flexibility allows you to remain open to growth while staying true to your core values and aspirations. It's perfectly acceptable to revisit and revise your vision as you gain new experiences and insights. Incorporating the principle of beginning with the end in mind into your daily life can lead to significant improvements in decision-making and time management. When faced with choices, whether big or small, ask yourself how each decision aligns with your vision. This alignment creates a filter through which you can assess opportunities and challenges. Instead of being reactive to every situation, you become more proactive, making decisions that propel you toward your ultimate goals. This principle also has a profound impact on relationships. When you begin with the end in mind, you are more likely to cultivate meaningful connections. Consider how you want your relationships to look in the future. Do you want to be a supportive friend, a loving partner, or a guiding mentor? By envisioning these roles, you can consciously invest time and energy into nurturing those relationships. This intentional approach fosters deeper connections and strengthens the support systems that are crucial for personal growth. Additionally, beginning with the end in mind encourages us to consider our impact on others and the world. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? By defining this legacy, you can engage in activities and causes that align with your vision. This might involve volunteering, mentoring, or advocating for issues that resonate with your values. When your actions are guided by a clear purpose, you contribute positively to your community and inspire others to do the same. As we embrace this principle, it's essential to recognize that beginning with the end in mind is not a one-time exercise but a continuous journey. Regularly revisiting your vision allows you to assess your progress and make necessary adjustments. It also provides an opportunity for gratitude and reflection on how far you've come. Celebrating milestones along the way reinforces your commitment to your vision and motivates you to keep moving forward. In the fast-paced world we live in, distractions abound, making it easy to lose sight of our goals. By adopting a mindset rooted in this principle, we can combat those distractions. The clarity that comes from knowing what we want helps us resist the urge to pursue every fleeting opportunity. Instead, we can focus on what truly aligns with our vision, ensuring that our time and energy are invested wisely. Ultimately, beginning with the end in mind empowers us to lead lives filled with intention and purpose. It allows us to move from a reactive stance where we are often at the mercy of circumstances to a proactive approach where we actively shape our destinies. By defining our vision, setting meaningful goals, and aligning our daily actions with our aspirations, we create a roadmap that guides us through the complexities of life. In conclusion, adopting the principle of beginning with the end in mind can profoundly impact both our personal and professional lives. It encourages self-reflection, goal-setting, and intentional decision-making while fostering meaningful relationships and a sense of purpose. As we navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, let us commit to this principle, ensuring that we live with intention and clarity, always moving toward the vision we hold for ourselves. This commitment will not only lead to personal fulfillment, but will also inspire those around us to embark on their own journeys of purpose and meaning. Rule 3, put first things first. Putting first things first is a transformative principle that emphasizes the importance of prioritizing what truly matters in our lives.
Stephen Covey introduced this concept as part of his framework for personal effectiveness, encouraging individuals to focus on their highest priorities rather than getting caught up in the urgent but less important tasks that often dominate our attention.
To fully appreciate this principle, we must explore its significance, the challenges we face in implementing it, and practical strategies for putting it into action. At the heart of putting first things first is the distinction between what is urgent and what is important. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, often creating a sense of pressure that can lead to stress and distraction. These tasks might include responding to emails, attending meetings, or dealing with daily crises. While these activities can feel pressing, they do not always contribute to our long-term goals or values. On the other hand, important tasks are those that align with our overarching objectives, values, and vision for our lives. They require thoughtful consideration and often involve long-term planning, personal growth, and meaningful relationships. One of the greatest challenges in putting first things first is recognizing the difference between urgency and importance. Many people find themselves in a reactive mode, constantly addressing the most pressing demands of the moment, which can lead to a cycle of busyness without a sense of fulfillment. This cycle can be detrimental to our mental and emotional well-being. To break free from this pattern, we need to cultivate awareness of our time and energy allocation. A useful tool for distinguishing between urgent and important tasks is Covey's time management matrix, which categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants. The first quadrant includes tasks that are both urgent and important, such as crises or deadlines. The second quadrant encompasses tasks that are important but not urgent, such as planning, relationship building, and personal development. The third quadrant consists of tasks that are urgent but not important, often leading us to distraction. Finally, the fourth quadrant includes tasks that are neither urgent nor important, which can drain our time without yielding significant returns. To truly put first things first, we must focus on spending more time in the second quadrant. This means dedicating ourselves to activities that may not have immediate deadlines but are crucial for our long-term success and fulfillment. Engaging in proactive planning, investing time in meaningful relationships, and pursuing personal growth are all vital components of this quadrant. By consciously allocating our energy to these areas, we lay the groundwork for a more balanced and fulfilling life. Setting clear priorities is essential in the process of putting first things first. It starts with self-reflection and understanding what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What are your core values? What are your long-term goals? Taking the time to articulate these priorities helps guide your decision-making. Writing down your priorities can serve as a constant reminder, helping you stay focused amidst the distractions that life presents. Another effective strategy is to develop a weekly or daily planning routine. This practice allows you to map out your tasks based on their importance rather than their urgency. Begin each week by reviewing your goals and identifying the key activities that will contribute to those objectives. By scheduling these important tasks first, you create a framework for your week that prioritizes what matters most. This proactive approach prevents you from being overwhelmed by urgent demands that may arise unexpectedly. In addition to planning, it's crucial to cultivate discipline and commitment to follow through on your priorities. This often requires saying no to distractions and less important activities that do not align with your goals. It can be challenging to turn down requests or invitations, but recognizing that your time is valuable empowers you to make choices that serve your long-term vision. Establishing boundaries around your time and energy fosters a sense of control and enables you to dedicate your resources to what truly matters. Another key aspect of putting first things first is maintaining balance in our lives. It's easy to become overly focused on work-related tasks at the expense of personal relationships and self-care. To create a fulfilling life, it's essential to allocate time for family, friends, hobbies, and relaxation. By doing so, we not only recharge our energy but also nurture the relationships and interests that contribute to our overall well-being. This holistic approach enhances our capacity to tackle important tasks with renewed vigor and creativity. Emotional intelligence also plays a role in effectively prioritizing our lives. Understanding our own emotional needs and recognizing the emotional aspects of our relationships allows us to make more informed decisions about where to invest our time. When we prioritize our emotional well-being and that of others, we cultivate deeper connections, foster collaboration, and create environments where everyone can thrive. Moreover, technology can be both a blessing and a curse in the quest to put first things first. While digital tools can help us organize tasks and streamline our schedules, they can also serve as distractions. Social media, notifications, and constant connectivity can pull us away from our priorities. To combat this, consider implementing strategies such as setting specific times to check emails or social media, creating tech-free zones, or using productivity apps that promote focus. Ultimately, putting first things first is about reclaiming control over our lives and aligning our actions with our values and goals. By consciously choosing to prioritize what truly matters, we shift from a reactive state to a proactive one, creating a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This practice not only enhances our personal effectiveness but also inspires those around us to adopt similar principles in their lives. In conclusion, the principle of putting first things first is essential for achieving long-term success and satisfaction. By distinguishing between urgency and importance, setting clear priorities, maintaining balance, and leveraging emotional intelligence, we can create lives filled with meaning and purpose. Embracing this principle empowers us to navigate life's complexities with intention, ensuring that we invest our time and energy in ways that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. As we commit to this practice, we unlock the potential for a more fulfilling and impactful life. Rule 4: Think win-win. Thinking win-win is a powerful mindset that fosters collaboration and mutual benefit in our personal and professional relationships. Stephen Covey introduced this principle as a way to encourage individuals to seek solutions that are advantageous for all parties involved, rather than engaging in a zero-sum approach where one person's gain is another's loss. Adopting a win-win mentality not only enhances relationships, but also cultivates a culture of trust, respect, and cooperation. At the core of the win-win principle is the understanding that success is not a limited resource. In many situations, people operate under the misconception that they must compete to succeed, leading to a mindset where they prioritize their own needs above others. This competitive mentality can create tension, resentment, and conflict. In contrast, a win-win approach promotes the idea that there are enough resources and opportunities for everyone to thrive. By seeking solutions that benefit all parties, we can create an environment where collaboration flourishes. Embracing a win-win mindset begins with self-awareness and introspection. It requires us to reflect on our own attitudes and beliefs about success and competition. Are we inclined to see others as rivals, or do we recognize the potential for shared success? This self-reflection helps us identify any limiting beliefs that may hinder our ability to think win-win. Once we acknowledge these beliefs, we can work to shift our perspective and embrace a more collaborative approach. Effective communication is a vital component of thinking win-win. To foster an environment where win-win solutions can emerge, we must engage in open and honest dialogue. This involves actively listening to others' viewpoints and understanding their needs and concerns. By creating a safe space for discussion, we demonstrate respect for differing opinions and pave the way for collaboration. Practicing empathy, putting ourselves in others' shoes, allows us to gain insights into their perspectives, making it easier to identify common ground and shared objectives. In a win-win scenario, negotiation plays a key role. Rather than approaching negotiations as a battleground where one party must win at the expense of another, thinking win-win transforms negotiations into collaborative problem-solving sessions. This shift in mindset encourages all parties to brainstorm creative solutions that address everyone's needs. It requires patience, flexibility, and a willingness to explore options that may not have been initially considered. Cultivating a win-win mentality also involves building trust. Trust is the foundation of any successful relationship, and it is especially critical when seeking collaborative outcomes. When people feel secure and respected, they are more likely to be open to exploring win-win solutions. Establishing trust can be achieved through consistent and transparent communication, demonstrating reliability and honoring commitments. By fostering trust, we create a fertile ground for collaboration, where individuals feel empowered to share their ideas and concerns. Thinking win-win is particularly relevant in conflict resolution. Disagreements are a natural part of human interaction, but how we address them can determine the health of our relationships. A win-win approach encourages us to view conflict as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Instead of trying to win the argument, we can focus on finding solutions that satisfy both parties. This mindset shift can transform potentially contentious situations into collaborative problem-solving opportunities. In a workplace context, the benefits of thinking win-win are profound. Organizations that embrace a win-win culture often experience increased employee engagement, collaboration, and innovation. When team members feel that their contributions are valued and that their needs are considered, they are more motivated to work together toward common goals. This collaborative spirit can lead to improved problem solving, enhanced creativity, and ultimately greater organizational success. However, thinking win-win requires ongoing commitment and practice. It is not a one-time strategy, but a mindset that must be cultivated over time. To reinforce this approach, individuals can regularly assess their interactions and relationships. Are they approaching discussions with a win-win mindset, or do they find themselves slipping into a competitive mentality? Regular self-reflection allows us to recalibrate and ensure we are consistently striving for collaborative solutions. Additionally, it's important to recognize that not every situation will yield a perfect win-win outcome. There may be instances where compromise is necessary, and not every party's needs can be fully met. In such cases, focusing on mutual respect and understanding can still lead to positive outcomes. The goal is to ensure that all parties leave the interaction feeling heard and valued, even if the solution isn't ideal for everyone. Thinking win-win also extends beyond interpersonal relationships. It applies to our broader interactions with society and the environment. As we consider our impact on the world, we can seek solutions that promote sustainability and social responsibility. And by adopting a win-win approach to global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and inequality, we can work collaboratively to create a better future for all. This holistic perspective enhances our sense of connection to others and reinforces the idea that our success is intertwined with the well-being of those around us. In conclusion, embracing the principle of thinking win-win is essential for fostering collaboration, trust, and mutual respect in our relationships. By shifting our mindset from competition to cooperation, we open the door to innovative solutions and shared success. Effective communication, empathy, trust building, and a willingness to engage in collaborative problem solving are key components of this approach. As we strive to incorporate win-win thinking into our daily interactions, we create a more positive and productive environment for ourselves and those around us. Ultimately, adopting this mindset empowers us to build stronger relationships, achieve greater success, and contribute to a more harmonious world where everyone can thrive.